Have you ever noticed how the quietest people often carry the loudest strength? True power does not always shout. It doesn't always demand recognition. Instead, it builds in the shadows, in the late nights when you keep pushing while the world sleeps, in the early mornings when you rise before the sun. The whispers of your discipline are small, but they are steady. And while the world may not see those private sacrifices, one day it will see the results. Noise fades quickly, but silent strength lasts forever. Greatness doesn't need an audience at the start. It only needs your dedication. Your power grows unseen, and then it arrives like a storm. Every whisper today is a roar tomorrow. What if the strongest words you ever spoke were never spoken at all? Power doesn't roar. It whispers. It whispers when you choose progress over comfort, when you keep moving even though your body begs you to stop. It whispers in the quiet decisions, reading instead of scrolling, working instead of procrastinating, persisting instead of quitting. These whispers may seem small, but they are building an empire of results. The greatest leaders in history didn't always make noise. They let their achievements speak in silence, and the world had no choice but to listen. Silence has always been the language of strength. Every small decision is a seed of greatness. The whisper today will be the voice that inspires thousands tomorrow. Have you ever wondered why the calmest warrior is often the most feared? Because chaos weakens the loud but strengthens the calm. When storms rage, most people panic, but those who remain silent find clarity. A calm mind is a weapon. It cuts through fear. It sees opportunity where others see disaster. The whisper of power inside you is your anchor, steady and unshakable. It tells you, stay focused, stay patient, stay strong. Those who master silence master control, and control is the ultimate power. The louder the chaos, the more powerful the calm becomes. Control gives birth to victory. Silence is not emptiness, it is preparation. What can a river teach you about power? It never rushes, it never shouts, yet over centuries it reshapes entire landscapes. A seed doesn't thunder when it breaks through the soil, but it grows into a mighty tree that can withstand storms for generations. A mountain doesn't announce its presence. It simply stands, unshakable and eternal. Nature whispers a lesson. True power is quiet, patient, and unstoppable. Just like rivers, seeds, and mountains, you don't need noise to prove your strength. You only need time, persistence, and faith. The natural world doesn't compete. It simply becomes, so must you. Power is not about speed. It is about endurance. Quiet effort always wins the longest battles. What makes some people rise again when everything tells them to stay down? It's the whisper of resilience. When the world doubts you, resilience whispers, get up again. When you fail, resilience whispers, try again. When you feel broken, resilience whispers, you are not done yet. The world sees resilience as quiet, but inside it's a thunder that shakes your soul. Every private comeback, every silent victory builds an armor the world cannot break. Resilience doesn't need recognition, it only needs your belief. Each rise makes you unshakable, each whisper makes you unbreakable, and each silent comeback makes your destiny inevitable. What if your silence could speak louder than every shout around you? True power doesn't need validation. It doesn't need applause. It only needs persistence. When you let your silence work, your discipline speak, and your results echo, the world cannot ignore you. Remember this. People forget those who made the most noise, but they never forget those who changed the world in silence. The whispers of power become legacies that live forever. Your silence is your greatest strength. Work until your results speak for you. Let the world hear the echo of your discipline without you ever saying a word. Why do the strongest people wait while others rush? Because they know that patience is power in disguise. While the world runs toward quick wins, patient souls quietly build unshakable empires. Patience whispers, your time will come. Think about a sculptor. He doesn't carve a masterpiece in a single strike. He chips away day after day silently until beauty is revealed. Life works the same way. The quiet patience you show today will one day shout your greatness to the world. Patience is your weapon against time. The longer you endure, the stronger you grow. Quiet waiting builds unstoppable futures. What keeps you moving when motivation disappears? It's discipline. That inner whisper that doesn't care about moods or feelings. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is permanent. It whispers, show up today, do the work, stay the course. Discipline doesn't demand attention. It quietly builds results that speak louder than any excuse. Every great success in history was built not on motivation, but on disciplined action taken in silence. Discipline is not flashy, but it is unbreakable. The world may not see your daily grind, but it will see your victory. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Whispers of discipline are louder than screams of excuses. Do you know what's stronger than talent? Consistency. Talent may win the spotlight for a moment, but consistency wins for a lifetime. The whisper of consistency says, keep going, don't stop, trust the process. It's the small habits repeated daily that transform lives. Think about ocean waves, quiet, relentless, eternal. Over time, they shape entire coastlines. That's what your daily effort can do. Your consistency may be whispering now, but one day it will roar so loudly that no one can ignore it. Consistency is the secret ingredient of every legend. It may feel invisible now, but it will shine brighter than talent. Consistency always wins the war against time. What if your greatest success is being built right now, even though no one notices? Greatness doesn't announce itself in the beginning. It grows quietly. Behind closed doors, in lonely nights, in disciplined routines, that's where your strength is formed. Like a volcano building pressure beneath the earth, your silent efforts are preparing for an eruption the world cannot deny. One day, when the world sees your results, they will call it sudden, but you will know it was years of whispers finally being heard. The rise is never sudden. It is prepared in silence. The louder your preparation, the greater your explosion. Let silence sharpen you until you are ready to erupt. Who is the most dangerous fighter? Not the one who screams, but the one who fights in silence. The quiet fighter is not distracted by applause or comparison. They are locked in battle with themselves. Each day they whisper, be better than yesterday. Each day they climb one step higher, not for attention, but for growth. And one day when the noise has faded, the quiet fighter stands victorious, not because they shouted the loudest, but because they worked the hardest. Noise is temporary, but quiet effort builds eternal strength. The quiet fighter doesn't show their weapons, they show their victories. Silence is the sharpest sword of all. What will the world remember about you when you're gone? Not the noise you made, but the impact you left. The greatest legacies are not built on shouts, but on quiet actions that echo across time. The whisper of power makes a parent sacrifice for their child, a dreamer fight for their vision, a believer hold on to hope, a leader push through injustice. These whispers may seem small, but they live forever in the lives they touch. Remember this, noise fades, whispers remain. Your whispers today will be the songs of tomorrow. Your discipline will be another's hope, and your silence will be remembered louder than the noise of the world.